Okay. Um, well, did you call us or did Dawn call you?
I contacted you. I'm having trouble making my mortgage payments to Immigrant.
Okay.
My
All right.
interest rate is
Are you,
exorbitantly high, and I've been petitioning Immigrant Bank to please reduce my 8.6% interest rate. I would have no problem paying my bills at 5%.
okay. Now, you originally requested a loan modification back in, hold on, let me just access your account. Okay. In July of '09, you requested a loan modification, and it was denied in August of '09. Now, when you were denied because you did not have sufficient income.
Despite the fact that I've paid Immigrant Bank over $84,000 in 2 years, I've made a total of gross payment of $140,000 to your company at Immigrant Bank, and yet they tell me that I don't make enough money to justify a modification.
Because when you're qualified under the modification program, you have to be qualified. Now, because you must have some sort of income if your account is current.
How come when you company originally wrote the loan, my income was sufficient at that time? Why was this all of a sudden sufficient? And 8.6% is acknowledged as a predatory interest rate. And your company knows that I'm going underwater. Your company knows it.
Here's the situation. It's not considered predatory lending because when you originally applied for the loan, it must have been no income, no assets.
8.6% is an agreed and is acknowledged in the industry as predatory lending.
Not at the time.
Not at the
kind
time.
of loan that you applied for.
So what's happening? So you know I'm going underwater. You know that I'm in trouble. You know I cannot pay 8.6% interest. You know I can't do it. And you've collected $140,000 in 2 years.
If you would like for me to help you, you would have to listen to what I'm trying to say so I can explain to you the guidelines.
Are you just going to tell me how you're not going to help me? Or are you going to help me
adjust? I said if you would like to listen, I could tell you how we could help you.
Okay.
But you're going to have to listen in order for me to be able to help you.
Okay.
When you apply for a modification, okay, you're not eligible for the HAMP program because your loan is not insured by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. Okay? Now, Immigrant does have a modification program in place, but there are certain guidelines. One of the guidelines is that we need to verify your income to determine your debt-to-income ratio. Now, a lot has changed within the last 2 years in the industry, and every mortgage company now, like no income, no assets, no longer exists. Stated income, no income verification, that no longer exists. All of the mortgages now are verifiable. So you would have to, some sort of way, provide sufficient income in order for us to review your loan.
So you're not going to help me. You're going to let me. Immigrant Bank is going to let me go into default. They're going to steal my property out from under me.
Okay. Well, we can review your loan if you submit the documentation that
my finances, because of 8.6% interest, I am going underwater. I can't afford health care. I can't afford to go out to a movie because I'm paying Immigrant Bank 8.6% interest, $42,000, over $84,000 in 2 years' time, and you're telling me that I don't make enough money. I paid you over $140,000 in 2 years.
I have not said, when you originally applied for the modification, you did not.
Please, I can't make my payment is due by the 15th. I'm not going to be able to make my payment again this month.
You have the option to submit the documentation that I need in order to analyze your file, or you can seek a refinance someplace else through another lender.
So, can you email me the information necessary for this process?
Absolutely. Can I have an email address?
T as in Tom, D as in David, H as in Henry, TDH 200 TDH 200 at Verizon.net.